Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last class, we learned about allocation of overheads. It means what? Assigning or allocating the whole cost to a single cost center, right? And in today's video, we will learn about a key topic in overhead costing, that is apportionment of overheads. So let's get started. What is apportionment of overheads? Apportionment of overheads means dividing a common overhead cost among two or more cost centers or departments in a fair and logical way. Allocation means assigning the whole cost to a single cost center, right? But apportionment means assigning or dividing a common overhead cost among two or more cost centers or departments in a fair and logical way. Allocation means assigning whole cost to a single cost center, and here apportionment means dividing the overhead cost among two or more departments or cost centers, right? That is the differences between allocation and apportionment of overhead. So in simple words, when a cost cannot be assigned to one single department, clear, when a cost that is cannot be assigned to one single department, then what we will do, we share it between multiple departments using a suitable basis like floor area or number of workers, machine hours, etc. Clear? So that is what apportionment of overheads. Here I will explain through one example. See here. Example is, suppose the total factory rent is rupees 50,000. Total factory rent is rupees 50,000. That is per month. Clear? So this rent it covers two departments. This rent covers two departments. Means it is apportionment of overheads because this factory rent it covers two departments, that is department A and department B. See, in the allocation of overheads, we took an example, that is there is two departments and the supervisor he is working only in one department, that is department B, right? So the whole amount of his salary, that is rupees 25,000, we assign or allocated to only to the department B. But here this factory rent it covers two departments, that is department A and B. That's why we need to apportion or we need to divide this common overhead cost among two cost centers, that is department A and department B, on some suitable basis. Clear? See, department A it occupies 3000 square feet and department B it occupies 2000 square feet. Now we can't allocate the rent fully to one department because this rent it covers two departments. It comes under two departments. So it must be apportioned based on the area occupied. Based on the area occupied. So we divide rupees 50,000 rent in the ratio of, we need to divide 50,000 rent in the ratio of, that is 3:2. 3:2. 3,000 and 2,000 means 3:2. Means department A it gets rupees 30,000 and department B it gets rupees 20,000. Just 50,000 into 3 divided by 5. In that way we need to calculate. That is department A it will get rupees 30,000 and department B it will get rupees 20,000. Clear? So I hope this is clear to you all. That is apportionment of overheads. So here now question will arise, when do we use apportionment? When do we use apportionment? Allocation is very simple, right? Assigning the whole cost to single cost center. But apportionment, when do we use apportionment? The overhead cost is common to multiple cost centers. See here, this factory rent, it covers two departments. In that case, apportionment is suitable, right? And second one is, it cannot be directly identified with just one department. So see, this factory rent, it covers two departments. So this rent, it cannot be identified with just one department, right? That is what they are telling. First one is the overhead cost is common to multiple cost centers and it cannot be directly identified with just one department. Clear? So now let's see the common overheads that are apportioned. Apportioned means we need, we know the common expenses, but we don't know on which basis we need to divide among the departments, right? So let's see, factory, suppose factory rent, that is we need to allocate or divide on the basis of floor area, on the basis of floor area, because the rent is, that is usually charged based on how much space is used, right? That's why we have to use the common basis for factory rent is on the basis of floor area. And next one, electricity, that is also on the basis of floor area, means more area generally means more lights, fans and machines, right? And second, next, third one is depreciation on building. For that we need to take value of machinery. And canteen expenses, that is on the basis of number of employees use the canteen. And next one, security expenses, that is also floor area, right? If there is more departments, we need more security, right? And lighting, number of light points, number of light points. If there are two or four departments, we need many more number of light points, right? So lighting, that is suitable basis for lighting is number of light points. In the question they will mention, but we need to select the base very carefully. Depending on the expenses, we need to select the common base. Clear? So these all are the common overheads. For that, the common basis for factory rent on the basis of floor area, and electricity on the basis of floor area, depreciation on building, value of machinery, canteen expenses, the suitable base is number of employees, for security expenses floor area, and lighting, number of light points. Clear? So this is about apportionment of overheads. So allocation of overheads means assigning the whole cost to single cost center, and apportionment of overheads means allocating or assigning or dividing the cost to multiple cost centers or departments. That's it. Clear? So in the next class we will solve one practical problem under apportionment of overheads. So here I will finish today's class. If you have any doubts, please leave a comment. Thank you.